What is that? Why is that getting brighter?
What's up, guys? Tonight we have something extra spooky and special for you. We are going to go to a super historical cemetery tonight. It is local to Lower Michigan, and there's just so much history behind it because of everyone who is buried there, but also because of its location in Michigan. So we're gonna head there this evening. Now it starts to get dark so nice and early in October, and we are gonna do some paranormal investigating, see if we can find anything. I personally have always loved going to paranormal locations. My 16th birthday, my dad actually took me down to Waverly Hills, Kentucky to ghost hunt the sanatorium in the middle of the night. It was so awesome, and I have been hooked since before, but even more ever since. So we're gonna go to a really popular location, like I said, to Lower Michigan, and investigate on our own and see if it compares. So we are on historical US 12. This goes all the way from Detroit to Chicago, and this is actually the same trail that was used by the Native Americans, and we're going right now to the cemetery. This is actually split in two. The cemetery is so large and it goes on both sides of US 12, and we are going to turn right here and go to this side of the cemetery where there's a really cool dip in what the locals like to call the Witch's Circle. It's actually just kind of local legend and lore that it was used in any type of witchy way. I didn't necessarily hear that it was satanic. It's just that they would call it the Witch's Circle and say that there would be maybe seances and stuff this way, which doesn't always mean demonic things, satanic things. But this is an extremely old cemetery. Coming up on the husband and daughter vehicle right now. And we're gonna go ahead and take a look.
Happy Halloween, guys. We're going on a walk through Oak Grove Cemetery in Coldwater, Michigan. This cemetery dates back to the early 1800s. It's starting to get dark out here, so I'm hoping you'll be able to see some of this. This is called the Witch's Circle. There's local rumors of witchcraft taking place here. We're gonna walk around this loop and just kind of see if we can see anything. But yeah, this cemetery dates back to the 1800s. Some of Coldwater's founding fathers are buried here. A lot of Coldwater's war veterans are buried here, dating back to the Civil War. So yeah, it's got a lot of history. And even before then, most of the cemeteries in southern Michigan were actually constructed or just done right on top of Indian burial grounds. So a lot of the cemeteries in southern Michigan are actually ancient. People have been buried here for a long time. My daughter and my wife are supposed to be meeting me here. They should be back here any minute. I'm just kind of strolling around on my own, looking at some of these old grave sites. I'm seeing a lot of 1800s. I'm seeing 1850s, 1860s. This is a very old cemetery. And there's a lot of local rumors around this cemetery about strange lights and strange sounds happening. So it's notoriously haunted. That's why we chose to take a nice stroll. It's really beautiful out tonight. The temperature's good. But yeah, we wanted to do a family ghost hunt. And we're gonna get it all on film for you guys, so hopefully we'll see something interesting. At the very least, we'll have a nice walk and a beautiful graveyard. Thought I seen something moving over there. Once my wife gets here and my daughter, they have some headlamps, so hopefully we'll be able to light things up a little bit better. It's starting to get real dark now. It gets dark at 7 o'clock. I think they call it Oak Grove because there's just some massive oak trees all throughout the cemetery, and they're all changing colors right now, so it's really pretty. But you should see the base on some of these trees. The trunks are really huge. Yeah, right here, a beautiful gravestone. They put that big bright spotlight in. My camera keeps picking it up. It looks like the sun's going down. It's actually kind of nice because it illuminates everything. It's not completely pitch black out here. There's actually two sections to this graveyard. There's one across US 12 on the other side, and they have a really beautiful war memorial over there. And they have more of like a paved sections where these are like more of the dirt paths. But yeah, both sections together make up a really big graveyard. And on that side of the graveyard over that way, it runs all along the lakes. There's a chain of lakes that comes on to the one side of it, so you have these really beautiful views of the lake. So a lot of people just come here to kind of stroll around. It's really pretty. Yeah, look at the size of some of these oak trees. They're huge. Yeah, my wife and daughter should hopefully be showing up pretty soon. It's a little spooky out here by myself. Restless Viking is a channel that we really like to watch. They do a lot of videos on Michigan and the Great Lakes, and he actually just stopped off here just a few weeks ago. He came in to Coldwater and he did a little segment on this graveyard and the drive-in that's also here. That was really interesting. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check that out. So far, all I'm hearing is traffic, a few crickets. I'm not hearing too much. You can see some of the solar lights on the gravestones are starting to kick on. Oh, and I'm seeing some headlights. I think my wife and daughter are pulling up. We'll get with these guys, we'll get the headlamps going, and maybe we'll see these a little bit better. Might be able to even read some of the gravestones and show you how old some of them are.
Oh. Now I don't look at it because it's too much. Like, should it be?
Well, if you just meant it connects to you as much because there's no light around it.
No, there's nothing.
So this side of the cemetery that we're on is kind of extra special in Coldwater because only will you possibly find the spirits of people in here, but this specific side actually has a horse buried in it. It was a horse that fought many battles, or was alongside soldiers who were fighting many battles in the Civil War. And they actually snuck out in the middle of the night to bury him here because you weren't supposed to be burying animals in the cemetery. So that's kind of a cool thing about this specific side, is that it actually has a horse buried here as well.
Right up this way, the graveyard actually runs right along a beautiful chain of lakes. So you get some really cool views of the lake during the day. A lot of people come to this graveyard just to kind of stroll around. It's so pretty. Really, really big giant oak trees. Really good scenery of the lakes. We might even be able to see it even though it's at night. But yeah, there's a lot of local rumors that surround this old graveyard. Rumors of voices and strange lights. Rumors of witchcraft. So it's definitely has a reputation. You can see the lake. Oh yeah, that's picking up pretty good. Yeah, look at that.
Really good view here.
Why is that trash can like that?
There's places that bury trash. People burying things.
This is a park. It's not only is it a cemetery, it's a park. It's a lot of people come here just to hang out during the day. It's really pretty. Yeah, you can actually see, I think that's Cemetery Lake, appropriately. And there's a lot of good fishing down there, I've heard.
Right, because it's surrounding the cemeteries.
There's a few islands out that way, and they used to have massive steamships that would hold 200 people on them. They would all board up down here at the bottom of the graveyard, and they would go out to an island out there, and they would have a big, huge day picnic and just party all day. And then they would take the steamboat back. All right, guys, it's starting to get a little chilly, so we probably won't stay too much longer, but we are gonna walk down to the bottom of the Witch's Wheel. We're gonna kind of hang out at the bottom at the center, shut off all our lights and stay quiet, and we'll see if we can hear anything.
When I think about it, I think it might be at the tip top of this and not the, I don't know, there is. What's this spot?
Don't tell them that this one's really good. This one.
Yeah, this is the
I can't really see, but there we are, like surrounded in a valley right now. Let's go right to the center of it.
Yeah.
It's like this perfect circle right here.
What is that?
It's just the center. Okay. Hide your light. You can just hide it. You don't have to show it.
Oh my god.
Stars are showing. What'd you guys hear?
It just sounded, I mean, once I got a second to think about it, I think it just sounded like a squirrel in a tree. It's just, it was so eerily quiet, and then you just hear like,
Like something's up in the tree watching us?
like something just in there. I don't know if it was like up in a tree or on the ground, maybe even just like leaves sprinkling. But it didn't sound heavy. It sounded, like I said, like maybe like it was just a squirrel scurrying for a second. But it was weird because it was like dead silent before, and then dead silent right after.
You just stepped on a puffball.
Whoops.
We'll have to come again, just me and you.
Ooh, Shadow just played a trick on me. Here comes another plane. All right, well, we explored it pretty thoroughly. I think we're gonna call it a night. My daughter's getting a little scared, and it's getting a little chilly.
Yeah, maybe next time we can do the other side of the cemetery, because there's a whole nother chunk across the street, and maybe just me and you can come and do that second side of the cemetery.
Yeah.
There's a really cool building over there that I think the grounds people probably just keep stuff in, but the building's really cool, and there's a couple really cool above ground.
Yeah, so
monuments
maybe
over there.
we'll do part 2 and go explore the other side, and maybe show up just a little earlier so we can show you a little bit during the day what
Yeah.
it looks like. But yeah, watch this footage real closely. Maybe you'll catch something that we missed. I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. So stay tuned, subscribe. We're gonna have more ghost videos coming. If we end up having fun doing this, we might end up doing it all year long. What do you think?
Without the kids.
Yeah, without the
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe get a old
Get a babysitter.
yeah, get a babysitter and go to a hotel, spooky hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a local one, and what is that?
I think it's in Marshall.
No, I was saying, what is that? It was like, do you see it? Is that just something over here? It looks like there's like, see where our two shadows kind of go right
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
It's yeah, see that? See that?
Yeah.
Like the light's getting like brighter. What is that? Why is that getting brighter? No one's coming up behind us. It was like right when I said it. What is that?
I don't know. Should we go check it out?
That's so weird. We can't leave Leon by herself. Okay, no. Okay, move back away. Move. And is it? Okay. Yep. All right. Debunked. It was going brighter and because of your
It's
movement.
a reflector.
Yep. It's something that was happening because of you moving back and forth.
Okay, we debunked
Okay.
that. Well, this place is notorious for spooky lights, so I guess that's not one of them. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. We're gonna get out of here. It's starting to get a little cold. We will try to do another ghost video. If that's something you're into, stay tuned. We'll have another one coming. Thanks for watching.